Hello student, today's our topic is modes of asexual reproduction. There are various kind of the modes of the asexual reproduction like fragmentation, budding, spore formation. Beside that, binary fission in amoeba, gemel formation in sponges and conidia formation in penicillium means the fungi. Let us discuss first of all about the fragmentation. Fragmentation is the process by which asexual reproduction takes place in particularly multicellular organism like Spirogyra. In the Spirogyra, undergoing the breakdown and form the small fragments, and in this process each fragment develop into the new Spirogyra. So this process is known as the fragmentation. Have a look here. So this is the Spirogyra undergoing the breakdown and form a small fragments, and each fragments then develop into the independent Spirogyra. So this is the fragmentation. Next one is budding. In the budding, particularly in unicellular organism, the cell undergoing the unequal division. Due to the unequal division, there is a small outgrowth is found. This outgrowth is known as the buds. Now these buds, it is a develop and become a large gradually. For the development, this small spurt pick up the food material from the parent cell. After the development, these buds detach from the parent cell and develop into the new independent organism, and example is here yeast. In the yeast, this parent cell or yeast cell develop a new buds, and that buds develop into the new yeast and detach from the parent cell. So this process of asexual reproduction is known as budding. Next one is the spore formation. Spore is the unit of asexual reproduction, as we know. And formation of the spore, it is known as the sporulation. In algae, particularly Chlamydomonas, there is a asexual structure is present known as the zoospore. In the algae, zoospore is flagellated and motile. Flagellated and motile. In Chlamydomonas, in the parent cell, inside that there is a near about 8 to 16 flagellated zoospore is found inside the parent cell. On the maturity, parent cell is ruptured and this zoospore released from the parent cell. This each zoospore now develop into the new Chlamydomonas. Thus, asexual reproduction takes place in the Chlamydomonas by means of the spore formation. Other methods of asexual reproduction include binary fission, conidia formation, and gemel formation. In our book, particularly example is given here: binary fission, amoeba, paramecium. In the binary fission, the amoeba particularly divides into the two halves, and each half develops into a new amoeba. Thus, the process is known as the binary fission. Then, conidia formation. Conidia formation is the process particularly takes place in the fungi. In the fungi, non-motile spore produce, and that spore is responsible for the asexual reproduction. Here penicillium is the example. The next one is the gemel formation. Gemel formation is process takes place in the sponges, aquatic organism. In the sponges, gemel is produced, and this gemel is then independently produce in new sponges.